Good day, creative geniuses. Yes. Welcome to my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I'm Suzanne Grace, CEO of Grace Inspire Sanctuary, where my job is to nourish your spirit, mind, and body through different practices that I have learned over many years. I'm so grateful that you are here whenever you're watching this and from wherever you are. It's always good to get some inspiration and lift our consciousness to a greater good, I believe. So no matter what's going on in your life, you get some support and maybe some tools and techniques to open to a different possibility for your life, a new thought. How about that? So I always start our time together with a little breathing practice, and we'll do our heart, third eye, and crown chakra today, just opening those centers of the Sushumna channel through the chakras. So we're just going to lightly first tap our thymus right under the collarbones, which is our heart center, just a light tap, just acknowledging. And then a very light tap to the center of the forehead, the third eye chakra, ajna. And then a light tap to your crown chakra, sahasrara. Just aware of where these places are. And then coming down to your heart, clasp your fingers and just place your hands on your heart center. Sit tall with your spine. Feel your feet on Mother Earth. Take a big cleansing breath and arrive fully present in this moment right now. You've taken a little time out of your busy day to center yourself. What a gift. And so on your next inhale, turn your palms and press straight out from your heart. And kind of squeeze tension. And then as you exhale, place your palms back on your heart. You can breathe out through the mouth if you like. Turn your palms and place your knuckles on your third eye forehead. As you inhale, press out from there so it's a little high. And as you exhale again, hands on your heart. And connecting to your crown, place your knuckles on your crown. And as you inhale, push straight up to Father Sky. And as you exhale, connect back to your heart. And then just take 3 conscious breaths in through the nose and out through the nose and mouth, as I sound and tone our vibration of love today. Feeling centered, calm, open, balanced, and spacious, and in gratitude for this time. Let us open our eyes and again, just lightly tap your heart chakra. Good morning, Susie. Lightly tap your third eye. Just a light touch and a lightly tap your crown. Just kind of waking up those centers in case they're asleep. Today I want to talk about curiosity. It's one of my favorite subjects. And it's something that I work with my clients in coaching and counseling often. And there's a wonderful article in the back of Science of Mind magazine called Curiosity Creates Connection by Molly Brown. She says, curiosity is a phenomenon that breeds flexibility and resilience. Hear that. Curiosity breeds flexibility and resilience. It helps foster new neural pathways. For example, contemplate a charged interaction with a family member or a friend. A more rigid way of approaching the situation will set up a pattern of right and wrong and it's not a recipe for understanding or intimacy in the relationship. If we instead become curious about the interaction we just had, about what we're truly feeling and the other person's reality, there's space for both interpretations. So we create space when we become curious. When this happens, genuine connection is possible. Connection yields intimacy and understanding without a need for resolution. I don't know about you, but when I've been in an argument before, it feels like the door slams. Right and wrong, me against them. But when we can have that idea of rising above the situation, just being curious, it allows for something else to happen. It allows that space. So she says, curiosity turned toward our own experience with difficult emotions or senses also nurtures a fertile ground for possibility and inner exploration. With feelings of sadness, anxiety, or uncertainty, it's common to resist the discomfort and wonder what the heck's wrong. Have you ever wondered that? Curiosity, though, about how you're feeling creates space within. It fosters the realization that maybe nothing is wrong at all. It gives us room to breathe, she says. I like that. We can allow the parts that resist the unpleasant emotions while devoting awareness to a deeper understanding of our experience. So we're not pushing away an emotion that's uncomfortable. We're simply curious about it. And so she goes on to say, again, we're developing new neural pathways when we are curious. So what may have felt like there's something wrong here previously can become what is here for me to see. What is the deeper meaning of this? Upset. What can I learn from this feeling? I talked about questions a few weeks ago and how important the questions are that we ask ourselves. So, what is here for me to see allows us to encounter ourselves without a squirming sense that I need to fix it, have a plan, or make it better. Make it better. When we wade into what feels like darkness with curiosity, light filters in. We are human. There's nothing fixed or stagnant about our experience or the journey of becoming. Curiosity makes the impossible feel possible. Curiosity, I'm going to say that again, makes the impossible feel possible. It gives us permission to let go of the right and wrong either-or mentality. I had that happen to me just recently. I had an uncomfortable interaction with a loved one. And I was upset about it. And I kind of walked away just huffing and puffing. And then it dawned on me, I work with clients all the time and invite them to rise above and just be curious about what that behavior just was that came out of me. And so a phrase I say is, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I just got really angry. Isn't that interesting that really pushed my button? One of my teachers used to say, they may push your buttons, but they didn't install them. We got to let them off the hook. So I'm just going to invite us to be curious when things ruffle our feathers. Isn't that interesting? That I'm still afraid of that. It's possible that I could have a different feeling about this situation. It's possible that I don't have to get so upset. It's possible that I can take a breath and something new will show up. So that curiosity, notice, it opens the door, it lightens, it brings light into that dark. So I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath with me. And just bring to mind an interaction that you may have had recently that was upsetting for you. Or something you observed that upset you. And not pushing away any feelings, but just, are you willing to look at it in a different light? Be curious about it. Be curious about how you're reacting or responding. Isn't it interesting? Say to yourself. And be willing to be curious about the situation. And you may notice that in the silence of that curiosity, it can yield a greater depth of understanding and compassion. Yeah, compassion for ourselves first. I'm curious. Curiosity breeds resilience. It opens the door. It gives us space. And we need that, and we deserve that, don't we? So my thought and blessing for you today is, may we be curious about ourselves and others. And may we open to a depth of greater understanding and compassion for whatever arises in our life. And my affirmation is, my curiosity creates connection. My curiosity creates connection. Yeah. And so we take a deeper cleansing breath, rub our hands together, open our eyes. Again, tap our thymus. Let's take a morning divine stretch. Inhale, press up to sky, Father Sky. Open wide, open your heart, wiggle your fingers, come back to earth. So glad you're here today or whenever you're watching this. And remember, you can always go to my website, www.graceinspire.com. I have many resources there for you, and I'm always available to have a conversation with you. So check it out. And be curious today for the next couple days. When things ruffle your feathers, step back. This is curious. Isn't this interesting? What is here for me? Believe me, it'll change. I guarantee it'll create a shift. Yeah. So thank you for being here. Have a beautiful rest of this June day. Until next time, be safe, be well, and remember to love one another. Namaste.